Yo, this is the FIRMELAB Podcast, the flip side of FIRMELAB Radio. Straight talk, no interruptions. And this episode is a special episode because it's the first one for the FIRMELAB Podcast. And we got a special guest in La Casa, better yet in La Ranfla. And I'm going to let him introduce himself, but your host is Eze-G in La Ranfla. And co-hosting, we got
Young Cuddy BQM, man, what's handy?
going on, pero go ahead, my friend, my brother.
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Joe Yncio, you know what I mean? Urban Latin artist, Peruvian artist from the Bay Area representing, you know what I mean?
That's what's up. How you doing today,
I'm
brother?
feeling good, bro. I'm feeling great, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Me siento bien, me siento en familia, you know what I mean? I feel pretty
man.
good right now.
That's good. And what you drinking on, though?
Man, I'm drinking on some Cusqueña, which is a Peruvian beer that I'm honestly, bro, I'm shocked to have this here today, you know what I mean? I was expecting this, but I want
Yeah,
to
a
say
little
that
surprise.
hospitality and the appreciation is the next level, man.
There you
Cusqueña,
go,
know what I
there
mean?
you go.
They know they had a Peruvian artist coming through, and they're like greeting me with a Peruvian beer. That's another level, man. That hospitality to a different level. So I'm
you
grateful.
Yeah, it's my first time trying this beer. It's pretty good.
It's good, huh?
4.8.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad.
A little
Not
lager.
too shabby.
So it's a lager, you know, pero that's how we get down like James Brown. Pero JY, give me a little background on your just in your story, man. Like, you know, where you come from, where you know, what's your origins, better yet.
Look, bro. Look, I'm a Peruvian born and raised. So
Okay,
I was born in Peru, Lima, Callao, which is a very what you can say, and a lot of people to this day, bro, Callao is a very it's a very poor, you know what I mean, town in Peru, where, like, you know, a lot of people, you know what I mean, are on the hustle, on the grind to kind of, like, you know, trying to, like, get out of that lifestyle, you know what I mean? Because you know, it's not, like I said, it's like Peru is like a third world country, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People grind it out, and what they make of at the day of whatever they work, that's how they live.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So that's how we used to live when we were kids, because I remember my dad, till this day, bro, he drives like buses in Peru.
Okay.
Since I was born, he
Yeah.
would like drive a bus, go do a route, and whatever he made that day was the money that we would use to, like, eat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And my mom was a home housewife, you know what I mean? She raised us, she took care of us, bro. So we had very humble beginnings, bro. I'll be honest, bro. Like, we didn't have the, you know, luxury that, you know, I had here coming to the States, you know what I mean? So I mean, being in Peru, bro, like I said, a very poor country where, like, even I wasn't even familiar with having even carpet in your house.
Wow, yeah.
Put it like that, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it
So
was
todo
all, like,
piso.
piso de cemento, you know what I mean? Like, las ventanas no tenían vidrio, bro. You know what I mean? It was like, bro, it was just a hole in the wall, bro. So it's like we had humble beginnings, but I'm gonna tell you something too, bro. It's like humble beginnings, but a happy family. Because even though, you know what I mean, like maybe we didn't have the luxury stuff that, you know, maybe my kids have today.
Yeah.
One thing for sure, bro, is that I remember growing up with my father and my mother and my brothers and being close. And always sitting at the table at the end of the day together, having a piece of bread with ham. You know what I mean? So it's like, those are the things that I value the most, bro, to be honest, bro, because I have very humble beginnings, you know, but I was fortunate and blessed that my mom's family, her older brothers, you know what I mean? They were into in the military, in the Marines.
Okay.
And because of those opportunities they had, they actually were able to establish a life here in the States. You know what I mean? So my uncles from my mom's side, you know, like, they've been here since the 80s. So they were all here for a while, and then they were like, you know what? We want our sister to come. You know what I mean? We want her to be part of this opportunity to grow in the United States and, you know, have a better life for her kids. So it was like such a, like, how can I explain it, bro? It was like for my mom to make that move, to take that risk, to grab her kids and say, I'm gonna go to a whole different country, start a new life. You know what I'm saying? Want to give my kids a better life, a different opportunity, because we know where we're at. It's such a poor country where people just getting killed every day. You know what I mean? Like, the drugs, everything is just not, like, she wasn't seeing a future for us there. You know what I mean? So it's like, she took that chance, bro, and she was like, you know what? Let's go over there. Now, it was just my mom that brought us here. My dad, unfortunately, didn't have that opportunity to get that chance to come here with us. But unfortunately, you know what I mean? Like, my mom and my dad were also going through a separation. So it's like, at the end of the day, my dad was like, you know what? I have to I remember it was very hard for my dad to make that decision to say, I want my kids to have a better life.
Yeah.
So I need to let you guys go.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing his face when we left at the airport. And I'm never going to forget that, bro. Like, I could see that's the first time. And I realized it today, not then because I was a kid.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was 10 years old.
Okay.
It's 4 of us. My sister was 14. My older brother was 11. I was 10. And then we had my little brother who was 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 4 of us. And I remember hopping on the plane, bro, and just seeing my dad broken, but I didn't understand it.
Yeah,
because
of course.
I didn't know
I mean, at 10 years old.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
like I just saw my dad, like, just waving goodbye, and I could see his face like never before. And
you
I'm
got
like,
your own kids, and you
exactly. Now that I have
it.
my own kids, I understand it now.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? But my dad, maybe something that I always say, and I can say it openly, bro, maybe he wasn't the best husband, but he was a great dad.
Yeah, he's human in the end.
You know what I mean?
Is he still around?
Yeah, my dad is still around. I still talk to him every once and then. My dad has a great sense of humor, bro. I feel like the sense of humor that I have, I get it from him.
Okay,
You know what I mean? So it's like we have a lot of similarities, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still in touch with my dad. We're hopefully, to this upcoming year, you know what I mean, get him to come out here and meet his grandkids, you know what I mean?
Most definitely.
And be part of the success that his kids are actually building, you know what I mean? So it's like, I want him to experience what's happening today, you know what I mean? And seeing everything that we're doing. So again, bro, it's like I came here to the States. I was 10 years old, came with not knowing anything, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't know how to speak English. I was culture shocked, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know.
Well, especially in school, going to school. I mean, that's where you get more of the
alienated.
Yeah, people kind of just picking on you because I mean, it's not that you're being picked on, but when you have an outsider that doesn't know how to speak English, and obviously you're coming from Peru at 10 years old, you already have some type of mannerism from Peru, right? It's not like you're coming where you're 4 and you're still trying to figure out like who you're gonna be as a little kid.
It was crazy because like in Peru, bro, and I'm sure you guys know this in other countries, the way you're raised, bro, in school is like, bro, you're raised like a tough, like, you're in a tough environment to survive. You're in survival mode, right?
Yeah, I bet.
So when I came here to the States, bro, and I went to elementary school, because I actually got to go to 5th grade to elementary school. Okay, and I remember like, other kids try to like kind of bully me or try to say something to me, but it's like my instinct, bro, the way I was built, I'm like, bro, nah, bro, what's up, bro?
Yeah, you ain't gonna punk me.
Bro, I will get on fights all the time, bro.
Yes, I was, though,
It's like, bro, you're not in Peru. You can't be beating kids up and not expect to get in trouble. You cannot do the whole, see me after school and that's it. Nah, bro. The principle, people get, you know what I mean? Like, people get to,
they're gonna keep messing with you.
It was weird to get adjusted to that, you know what I mean? Because I was so used to fighting as a kid all the time,
standing up for yourself,
standing up for myself, defending myself. So it's like, but thankfully, I'll be honest, bro. Like, the community where I was at when we first came here, it was a Latino community.
Where was that?
I came straight to Concord.
Okay, Concord.
So Concord, there's, I mean, everybody knows, there's a lot of Mexicans, a lot of Latinos out there.
Especially at that time, or was it? Because I know it as just what is it?
It was 1997.
Oh yeah, so okay.
Yeah, I came in 1997. I was 10 years old, and back in those days, there was still a lot of gangs. Like, I remember, even though I was like in elementary school, like, everybody was like Sureño, no
gang banging.
I remember you couldn't even wear the XIV Jordans.
Nothing.
They took my shit away, and they were blue. They were blue and black. They took
bro. No, you had to be careful.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't be wearing no flannels, either red or blue.
Even if you're in elementary, it was that serious.
Yeah. So I went to elementary school, and like, obviously, I was fortunate to like meet a lot of Latino kids, and I was able to connect, and you know what I mean? Even though it was hard for me with the language thing, you know what I mean? I didn't meet people that spoke Spanish, other kids, so it was easy for me to connect. Because at the end of the day, bro, I'll be honest with you, like, something my family knows and the way I am since having a kid, I'm always been very like independent, bro.
Yeah.
So since I was very little, bro, it's like I like going out by myself, riding my bike, meet kids another block away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make new friends and that kind of stuff. So I've been like that
Social
my life.
Yeah.
What's
Very
that word?
social,
What's
very
that
social.
word? Dancing to your own drum or rhythm of your own drum?
Yeah, I think it's rhythm of
Yeah.
your
Rhythm of
drum.
your
But
drum.
and not to, you know, I know people kind of take this a little offensive when you say some feminine stuff, but you were pretty much a social butterfly, man. You were
Yeah.
out there
I was
just really getting, and that's I feel like that probably would help you a lot. So
You did.
let me ask you a question. Throughout your years in Concord, did you meet other Peruvians?
my very first friend that I met was Peruvian.
Oh, that's dope.
You know what I mean? The very
dope.
first
That's
kid, the
dope.
very first kid I talked to when I first came to the States, he was Peruvian. I was like, what? The very first kid I talked to, oh, I'm Peruvian. I'm like,
Okay, yeah, it's meant to be, man.
But it was like,
that was God's plan right there.
Yeah.
but he was my friend, I'll be honest, for like maybe a couple months. And then like I started making other friends.
Let's see.
And then those days, back in 87, bro, it's like you wanted to hang out with who was the baddest kid.
It's still like that.
Who's the troublemaker?
You was the baddest one. And you was the baddest kid, though. You feel me?
I'm trying to kick the troublemaker. And I remember those days, bro, as a kid, was like,
Yeah.
like just having a bike was the most fun thing. You feel me?
Yo, bro, hell yeah.
What's up, bro? You got a bike?
I used to
You got a
have the X Games with the pegs on. Remember that? Yeah, the
Yeah,
pegs.
your pegs. The
Yeah.
pegs in the back. Gotta have the pegs. You don't got
We
the
used to
pegs.
try to hit the wheelies, but you
bike?
know.
Oh yeah, bro.
No, you got your homie in the back. Just jump on, bro.
So I remember, bro, just like just kicking with the bad little kids, bro. Like everybody had a bike. We would even like carry our bikes down to the
Mm-hmm.
donde corre el agua. What's it called? Like
The canal or
the- well, you're not supposed to be.
Yeah, or
yeah, of course. It's always like that.
Right?
Hey.
I used to,
Kids, like,
bro. I used to do the same thing. They were back when I was a little kid. They were building BART in my backyard.
Mhm.
Same thing. Used to go on
Back
those
then,
big old
same
dirt,
thing, yeah.
those big old dirt mountains, and just
Yeah.
hit that.
Man, we used
Yeah.
to build ramps, you know, but I mean, that's the beauty of those days.
Yeah,
that
Exactly.
these kids nowadays are
different
not
for the
going to
kids,
understand
yeah.
because we had bicycles and we had a baseball mitt
A basketball,
and a baseball
bro.
and a basketball
Yeah,
and a
boys-
football,
and
street
we had
football.
boys and girls.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean that's what I feel like because of that era, you probably had a little more success and integration
Yeah.
to the overall
Yeah.
society with when it comes to your age type
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
individuals, and so from there, like how did you? So okay, so you have that portion, right? So you came in, you got here at 10.
Mhm.
You came from obviously from a background that it was poor, but you also were rich in family, right?
Yeah, yeah, of
Because
course,
because
very
that's why it didn't feel like
Exactly.
even though your surroundings show that okay, we don't have the means to be able to live this lifestyle, but a lot of people have that and they don't have that values of a family, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what's great. And plus your father, I know, giving up his kids. I mean, I can't imagine, to think about my kids and not be able to see him, like for a long time. I mean, yeah, you get to communicate, but still you don't get to see
But
him grow.
you don't know if you're ever gonna see them again.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So going through that process, you came to United States. You hit Concord, so you integrated yourself, you acclimated. So when did the music portion came in? When did you started getting like a actual interest in music, or did you have it?
I'll be honest with you, bro. Since I was in Peru, a little kid,
Okay.
since I was like 6 years old, bro,
Okay.
I started first with dancing.
Mm.
Like when I was a little kid, bro, I love breakdancing, bro.
Yeah,
Break
bro,
dance,
it's
bro.
crazy.
Yeah,
It's bro. Like
Yeah.
I remember when the Turtle Ninjas came out, Vanilla Ice,
Vanilla Ice.
MC Hammer. You know what I mean? Like I was like stuck.
Hey,
on
do
the
you
TV.
remember? Do you remember they used to come out with the VHSs
Yeah,
with the
bro.
tutorials on how to break dance?
I
Remember those? I used to watch those.
But listen,
It's because I could relate to you.
Exactly.
That's
So
why I
listen,
know.
So like back in the day when I was a kid, I remember when we had like family birthdays and stuff like that. They would be like, "Come on, Joe, dance." Because I knew I was a dancer. I love dancing. And I remember like since I was 6, bro, I used to break dance, bro.
Mm.
So
Did you
then-
do the worm?
Everything, bro. So check it out, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I was really good at it, and I never knew I was that good as a kid, right? Because you think like I'm just vibing, I'm dancing, right?
Yeah.
But when I see videos, because my grandma has those videos of me,
Yeah, yeah.
and I'm like, bro, I was really like
He's like,
throwing
I got
down.
moves.
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
moves. James Brown.
Yeah, exactly. When I came to the States, when I went to middle school, I remember watching this show on TV called the Source Sound Lab. I don't know if you guys ever remember the source.
Yeah.
I don't.
But I remember like they used to have this in the middle of the show, like they would have this like dance sessions, a circle.
Yep.
And I used to record that on VHS from the TV, right? And I'm like, man, that's so dope. People doing windmills, flares, and I was like, bro, this is sick. So then I started recording that, and I started teaching myself how to do that in middle school. So in middle school, there was a lot of Asian kids that used to break.
Oh yeah.
Let me interpret really quick.
Yeah.
Were you wearing cross colors?
Nah.
Now, what was your choice of? Because you were wearing baggy clothes, I'm sure.
Yeah, bro. It was funny. Like it was weird, bro. Because I was the only Latino that was like kind of like trying to be gangster, but also I'd be like, I'm a breakdancer.
Hey, bro, I was a breakdancer too, bro. Like
I'm a gangster breakdancer.
I'm asking because I also got into breakdancing. For me, it was in videos. It was a cardboard and trial and error. But
he was on that. He was on that jam on it. Jam on it.
I'm gonna tell you, bro. You don't even know, like, bro. I'm gonna tell you like exclusive things about this lick. So like, I started breakdancing in middle school, and then I got hooked in breakdancing, like heavy, bro. Like, and then 7th, 8th grade, bro. I was like, bro, I couldn't wait to go home and practice, bro. And I'm talking about like 5-6 hours straight in my living room, where like my wrist, everything was burning, bro. You know what I mean?
Damn.
So then like
dedicated
to breakdancing, bro. And I started doing my first shows in 8th grade, the multiculturals at school. You know what I mean? Like, started going crazy to my breakdancing because I was getting really good at it. When I went to high school, bro, I was so good at breakdancing, and I got footage of this, bro. I got footage.
That's dope, man. You have that footage, man.
Yeah, you got to bring that out.
I was breakdancing, bro, with the biggest dancers today. I was breakdancing with the Jabberwockies.
What?
Yeah, bro.
Really?
I used to dance with the Jabberwockies.
Yeah, I heard of them. Yeah. Okay, that's dope.
I used to dance with them, and I got in a crew, bro, back in high school.
What was the crew name?
There was Staff Fierce Animals, Breakers Image Crew.
Animals. That shit sound all
but still, the name's up for either, bro.
That's how you know.
Yeah.
And I will travel, bro. Like me and my
crew, so
hop on a van and
you're heavy duty.
We'll drive to San Diego. We'll drive like far.
Breakdancing.
Just to go to breakdance competitions.
Breakdancing.
Just to battle other crews.
That's firme, man. That's like you get in.
Bro, I got deep into breakdancing, bro.
That's
like
right. That's where you started getting.
I started dancing, bro. My thing was breaking for like at least 10-15 years.
So did that keep you away from other gangs?
It did.
Okay,
that's the one thing that kind of like made me have friends from different, like you know what I mean? Because when you're like a gangster, you only kick with a
Simon, yeah. It's a barrio.
West side is west side, right? Even with the north, because I was breakdancing. Like everybody was seeing me, and they were like, "Oh, this thing is hella dope."
No, I can.
So let me see what's up with this fool. I'm hella cool with this fool. This fool's a dope ass breaker. Yeah. And I have content. I have footage. I have like my high school years, bro. I was like popping as a breakdancer, bro. Everybody from high school remembers me as a breakdancer. Yeah, you know what I mean. So what happened after high school?
My bad. Go ahead.
No, after high school, like I was still into my breaking thing. You know what I mean? I was in a crew. We will travel to battle other crews and go to these breakdance competitions. You know what I mean? So that was my thing, bro, back then.
Do you ever run into these people like nowadays?
I still go to breakdance competitions today.
Fans.
You know who I like?
Do you ever run into people and they're asking you, do you still do this?
Yeah, bro, all the time. Yeah. You know who I run into that knows me from back then? It's Sway, bro.
Sway? Wow.
Last time me and my girl were at this competition in Oakland, and it was like Sway was there because he's involved with the culture, with the hip hop culture.
For sure.
And he still remembers that.
Way back.
By the way, we got also Mike Angelo, in the background working the technical stuff. So that's
Mike Angelo.
I gotta shout out to Mike Angelo's making this happen. Pero yeah, man. So
this is what happened. Look, like I'm getting there. So like, I was full into breakdancing, you know what I mean? I was doing my thing with breaking. That was my passion, bro. My passion was breaking. I did it for 10-15 years. And then I got in a car accident. I got in a car accident, bro, where like I almost lost my life. I'll be honest, bro. I almost lost. I didn't have a seatbelt on. I almost flew out of a car. My boy literally jumped on top of me to hold me. So then I didn't fly out of the windshield.
I'm glad you're all right.
When was that? What
this
part?
was back in 2007.
Okay,
2006.
So you was
it's
like,
been a minute.
I can't break dance. I'm already broken.
Hey, break a leg.
So, yeah, bro, I'm telling you, bro. I was like, damn, bro, I messed up my wrist, I messed up my arm. I couldn't dance, bro. But
Damn.
that's back in
He's like, I'm really pop locking right now, bro.
I'm really pop locking.
They're like, you're not supposed to go that hard, bro.
Yeah.
So then back in 2005, that's when reggaeton music was popping.
Yeah,
was starting to come out.
remember?
That's when Daddy Yankee came out with Gasolina.
That's when Nori came out with Oye Mi Canto.
Oye Mi Canto. Oye Mi Canto.
Actually, yeah, that's right.
And then that's when reggaeton started to
That's when
bleed into
reggaeton
hit
started coming. And I
and
was
all
like,
that. Yeah.
and I remember watching TV and I used to see like Daddy Yankee and looking hella dope, and I used to think that sound of reggaeton was dope. So then I started like getting into this whole like, man, I love this reggaeton thing. This looks dope.
Yeah.
That food looks fresh. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? The music is new. The sound is new. At least to me, it was.
So,
Even though reggaeton's been around for a lot longer,
yeah.
it got popular in 2005.
Okay, pero okay. So back in Peru as a kid, what type of music were you listening? Like, what interests you to want to be I know you say you were breakdancing.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there was a genre
Hell yeah.
besides breakdancing, music. But
Hell yeah.
Because obviously, if you're paying attention to reggaeton, there's obviously a source.
Listen, and we were talking about this earlier with my wife. Back in the day when I was a kid, I used to listen to El General. Boom, boom.
Oh yeah.
General.
Hell, school. Just by you saying that already brought me back.
You heard of him.
You heard of Proyecto?
For sure. That's what I said. When he said that, I was like, okay.
Proyecto 1.
Yeah.
Los Ilegales. Ahí está el tiburón.
Naming dropping names.
DLG. I don't know if you remember DLG. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. He was some dude, bro. Bro, that's what I used to listen to. DLG,
Okay.
Proyecto Uno, Ilegales.
So it makes sense. It makes sense that you're gravitating once because you're right. Like in the mid 2000s, late 2000s.
Hold up. Did y'all know Michelangelo could hit notes like that?
I'm not surprised. Yeah. Oh, hey. He got gems.
Hey, you'd be surprised, man.
I get surprised all the time by Mike.
Hey. Let me tell you.
But yeah. So it makes sense, right? That now that you're hearing this new sound, because it is that sound, but it has a new twist to it.
Yeah.
So now you're like, okay, I like this. So go ahead, carry.
So yeah, like I first I was like, okay, this reggaeton thing is pretty dope. You know what I mean? I heard Daddy Yankee, I heard like Wisin y Yandel, all the pioneers of reggaeton, right? Back in 2005, that's when I got interested in the music. But then it was like 2007 when I heard this other artist named Arcángel. And I was like, damn, where's he this? From? Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
And I was like, who's this dude? Because he came out with this crazy different sound besides the regular reggaeton that you would listen to every day. And I'm like, man, this food sounds hella dope. You know what I mean? So I think that was like.
What was his sound? Like, I've never heard him.
It was like reggaeton, but he had a little twist of like electro. You know what I mean?
So it was like a fusion,
It was like a fusion. I think
reggaeton, electro reggaeton fusion.
I heard the first song I heard from Arcángel was that song "Pa que la pases bien."
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure if you play it, bro, you'll know what I mean.
Yeah,
when I heard that sound,
familiar,
when I heard that sound, I was like, bro, this is hella different. This is hella fresh. I want to do. That's when I started getting that
inspired.
I was like, I want to do something like this. This is sick. You know what
I want. You want to make somebody.
Yeah, I want to make
the way
like how old you at that point?
I was like 22, 23.
Okay, so
back 2000. Nah, not even, bro. I was 20. 2007, I was 20.
20.
Yeah, 2007, I was 20, and I was just like, this is so dope. So then, like, since I was in a car accident, I couldn't really break dance no more. My girl was like, hey, why don't you just like download like a recording software and just mess around with it?
What software was that?
Magic.
Magic? What's that?
It was like
What's
like the most cheapest, simplest recording software you could use, bro.
Wow.
It was literally record and play.
Yeah.
And they give you like a super simple mix board that you can equalize your voice.
Wow. As long as I've been doing music, I never heard it. Have you heard of that, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay.
And bro, I'll be honest with you.
You made it happen.
That's tight.
Perform.
Hey, what you got to do with it.
That I recorded, bro. And I used to have like a microphone connected to the auxiliary.
Yeah.
And it was like those headphones that we used to use with our Walkmans.
Oh yeah, the low,
Bro, with like
little foamy stuff.
cheapy little $7 mic with like with Walkman headphones. And that's
You
where
made it happen.
I started messing around.
That's
bro.
the best, bro.
Hey, that's
the
how it
best.
starts. That's how it
the best.
starts.
Bro. And I remember my first song I made because back in those
Do
days,
you still have it?
I do.
I gotta hear that.
I do.
Just to hear it. I want to see what
song.
Magic's does.
Yeah, bro. It's funny because that's how I started performing that's when I started performing of those songs that I was recording.
And you were 20?
I was 20.
Okay.
So what happened was like I was recording, and then my family started hearing, "Oh, he's making music now."
Okay, see, I know it's breakdancing.
And
Yeah, it's music.
I know. I thought he was the breakdancer, right?
Yeah.
So I was fortunate and lucky that back in those days, I have an uncle that owns the nightclub and a restaurant in Oakland.
Okay.
To this day.
I was just about to ask you that too earlier. Like, do you have any uncles or anybody in your family that does music? Because usually people, people that do music, they have a mom or dad or uncle or cousin or somebody.
Not to the level like that I'm doing it musically, but honestly, bro, I have an auntie that's like my uncle's wife. She's a singer. She sings like very well, but it's just kind of like.
But that's not your blood, though.
Yeah, no, it's not.
So you're the first one to actually make music.
I'm the very first one.
Okay.
And I remember like when my uncle first opened his nightclub, he was like, "Hey, why don't you use our stage to, like polish yourself? You know what I mean? Like, why don't we do a show and see what happens?" And I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, "Damn,
opportunities."
I only got like 3
He was like, "Damn,
I only got 3
okay."
And this is in Concord.
His restaurant, the club is in Oakland.
Oh, in Oakland.
Yeah, it was it's called a Nexo nightclub today, but before, back in those days, it was called La Furia Chalata.
And you were still 20 when that happened?
20.
Okay.
Yeah. So then, like, my uncle was like, "You know what? I think you got a lot of talent," because he already came from breakdancing and being a dancer.
Yeah.
So when he was trying to develop me, he was like, "Why don't you do like some Chris Brown type shit?" Like, he wanted me to be a performer dancer.
You want to be like a pop star and shit.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So then, like, I remember, like, my uncle, like, he would have me practice, like, nonstop, bro. Like, it was literally, like, mandatory for me to be there and practice, bro.
Yeah.
And I think that all that practice built me to the
Hey, shout out to your uncle, man. Because you probably wouldn't be doing music if it wasn't for him.
He
built confidence.
He built confidence in me, and he was like, "Nah, you gotta practice more."
What's your uncle's name?
Carlos Anton.
Tio Carlos. Hey, shout out to Tio Carlos, man.
For making that spark.
So he was the one like, "Okay, now we're gonna do a show, and I want you to like do this and do that and do this." And this is back in 2010 now.
Okay.
And I remember he was like, let's move forward with this. Let's be an artist.
Right.
I'll manage you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
he sees something in you.
He saw something in me, and I think he saw himself in me.
Right.
I think he was like, I wish I had that opportunity.
Right.
If I,
and that's,
you know what I mean?
So that's like beautiful, and that's beautiful.
As a uncle, yeah, I'm sure she's also seen this. Well, this is keeping him out of trouble.
Yeah.
So let me and that's the apoyo that a lot of us need, because a lot of family members don't do that. Instead, they do the opposite.
So then,
yeah, you're rich in that, bro. That's what I'm saying. You're rich in family, bro. You're rich.
Exactly. I am very rich in family. So then, like, I was barely starting my music thing, bro. My uncle believed in me. He was like, "You know what? I have the opportunity to own my business. I have a nightclub. Use the stage to practice and polish yourself and see what happens. I can throw a couple shows for you. We'll invite the family and friends. Get some confidence in you." And it was like that for like a year or two. And then till he was like, "You know what? I'm going to get this artist from Honduras to come and perform here."
Damn, he was really networking and putting in work, trying to put you on.
I never knew the artist from Honduras was like a legend, bro. And I found out from Aka years later. There's this artist named Shabakan. He's a Honduras like regular artist. And then he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna invite this guy to perform. I want you to open a show for him. But there's gonna be another 2 kids that are gonna perform with you too that I've never met." And then when they came, it was Los Racas.
Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
That's crazy.
So
this was in Oakland.
It was Oakland. So it was 2010, 2011.
Shout out Los Racas.
Yeah, bro. So I remember meeting Los Racas, and the DJ, the guy that was with them, that was gonna do everything, it was Stylo Live.
Wow. Shout out Stylo Live, man.
Yeah, small world, huh?
Man, I didn't even know that, man.
They were the first artists I met that I knew they were doing their thing. And I remember approaching them, and I was like, "Hey, bro, I want to take my music to the next level, and honestly, I want to start recording music that has good quality. And they were like, talk to him. And it was at that time, his name was Freddie Styles. You know what I mean? So I approached him and I was like, hey, bro, I want to like record. I want to have good quality music. What can I do? He was like, here, take my number. Give me a call and then we can set up a session.
And what a coincidence, bro.
That's when things took off.
That just tripped me out, bro, because here we are today.
Yeah, bro.
And we're still in the same circle.
Yeah, bro.
But like our trails or our whatever you want to call it, our lanes, our paths all led to each other.
Yeah, it crossed.
So I was like,
that's crazy.
So this is at what 2012, 2013,
2011, 2010.
Okay, so that's because I saw some of your music.
Yeah.
And see that you go back to actually your IG goes back to 2013.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So that's So when I started, like I met Freddie, that's when I was like, hey, I want to book some studio time because I really want to kind of get on this professionally. I want to really start doing some good quality music and that kind of stuff. And I remember it was a Mega Mic, San Francisco, that he invited me to come and have a session. And I remember having my first song that I recorded, and I was like in shock, bro, to hear myself at that quality. You know what I mean? You're like, damn.
No, yeah.
Magic.
First of all, hearing your voice by itself is already
what studio was that? Was that
Mega Mic?
Mega Mic. Okay,
in San Francisco.
San Francisco. Okay.
Yeah. So that was the first studio that took me in as a new artist. You know what I mean? And I remember working.
And that was your first time hearing your music like mixed and mastered.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And I remember working in the studio, and people like would just come in and out, like San Quinn. You know what I mean? Like all these other artists, and I'm like
exposed, bro.
Mike Angelou woke him in.
Hey,
that's what I met him. He met me on my very.
I believe it.
It's not Fine Waldo. It's Fine Mike.
When I was like barely putting my feet in the water.
This was the ORC days.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like 2011. Yeah.
So then, like after I was building a relationship with Freddie. And then like Freddie was like, hey, I want you to meet me at the studio in San Francisco. I forgot the studio name, but
Yosemite.
Was it the Yosemite one off of 3rd in Frisco?
Aka, what studio did I meet you at? No, that one, the first one that you were mixing in La Esquina, I remember.
Was that in Frisco?
It was in Frisco, yeah.
Was it off of 3rd?
It had a huge mixing board.
Close to Mega Mic.
But
it had a big ass board, bro.
Yeah, and I remember like Freddie invited me, bro. He was like, "Hey, I need you to come to the studio because after this session I have with this kid, we're gonna go back to Mega Mic and record you. But I want you to meet this dude." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." You know what I mean? So then like I went to that studio, and that's when I first met Alka. And I remember when I met Alka, I was like, man, this nigga got talent, bro.
Shout out Alka, man. He up in here, right?
Like, because Alka honestly, bro, like he was making music for, like, he's kind of like a poet writer. So he makes music for the street.
That's tight.
Like he talks about people's like culture, people's struggles, but with the poetry behind it. Yeah. And I'm like, man, this is so different to what I'm doing, because the music I was doing, it was more like for the club. Mano arriba.
So you guys have a brotherhood.
Exactly.
You guys go way back.
So then like Freddie was like, Alka, I want you to meet JY. JY, this is Alka. You know, he's starting just like you. I think you guys should like talk and maybe work on something together, because you guys are literally starting at the same time. So that's when I met him, and I just automatically clicked with him, bro. I clicked with Alka like
I could see that.
Yeah, bro. And then I was like, hey, bro, let's record a song together, bro. Let's both invest in, like, you know what I mean, maybe doing a collab and see what happens. And I remember Alka went to Honduras at the very beginning when we first met, and when he came back from Honduras, he was like, bro, I have my musician friends out there. They got a big movement in Honduras. They're pretty popping. Their label is called Invasion Music, and they're letting me start Invasion Music here, bro.
Damn.
So how about me and you take off with this whole new, like, you know what I mean, Invasion Music movement. So then, like, when I was like, hell yeah, bro, I'm down, let's do it. So then we recorded our first song called Te Quiero Aquí. And then from there, we recorded a second song called Tuta Loca.
That was dope.
And then we recorded like another song. And we're like, bro, I think we can start doing shows. But let's move it as like a movement now. Like, hey, bro, we're Invasion Music. And I remember back in those days, Facebook was popping, bro. Yeah. It was Facebook time, you know what I mean? So it's like we would just post and we're like, bro, let's set up a photo shoot and just put ourselves out there. You know what I mean? That's Invasion Music. Freddie will back us up. And that's when the whole Bay Area, me personally, bro, correct me, anybody that's listening to this if I'm wrong, but I feel like me and Aka started this whole Bay Area tone movement.
I'm sure, bro.
And we made it a whole thing where people were really interested in trying to like, hey, bro, there's something going on here.
Right.
That's the thing about your music. Like your music from back then, it's not similar, but I can see the growth in what you have now, going on. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about that, man. Let's talk about your new stuff that you have.
Oh yeah.
Because I know, it's just those just 2 songs that you have on your IG that people can listen to. That actually you have the videos for.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I mean, I'm just like, bro, I'm surprised that you're not on a higher end. But yeah, tell me a little bit about that, man. Like how that came to be, and I know you have a company too, so it's so that's also. But I do want to hear a little bit about that those new music that you got.
Yeah. So what happened was, Brent, I'm just gonna make this quick before we step into that. But like, I was doing the music with Aka, and then we were doing music as a duo for like almost 7 years. And then like I wanted to take a pause on the music career, bro, because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like I had a family to support and provide for it. And I felt like at that very moment, it was a little difficult for me to like, give them what I wanted them to have. So I told Aka, we were in a hustle for so many years. I was like, look, bro, I think I just want to take a break real quick. I want to make sure my kids, my family got what they need for me to be at peace. You know what I mean? Because that's just the way I'm built. Yeah. You know what I mean? I want to make sure my minds are taken care of, you know what I mean, before me. So Aka respected that, and he was like, nah, bro, it's all good, but I understand, you know what I mean? So I took a huge pause, bro. 2017, I paused, and I got back on it on 2024, which is last year.
Wow.
The reason why I got back on it last year, it was literally coincidencia, bro. I wasn't planning, honestly, on trying to get back in the scene again because things were going very well with me because I started my own business 2 years ago. You know what I mean? And I was mainly focused. I was putting my focus 1,000% on my business because I started my own company. Yeah. And I felt like my company, it literally like where I'm established at, which is Black Hawk and Denville. Mm-hmm. It's a very high end, you know what I mean, community.
A lot of football players live out there.
Yeah, a lot of football players, actors, you know what I mean? Like a bunch of like a lot of people that has their own businesses, tech.
Yeah, it's big time.
You know what I mean?
So a lot of people that are
upscale up there.
Exactly. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to start my own business here. You know what I mean? People already kind of knows me here because I was already working at the company for like at this other company for 10 years, doing what I'm doing today. So when I parted ways and started my own business, I'm like, man, this is the opportunity I've been waiting for my whole life. Like, this is what's really going to like take off for me and provide for my family and like be at a good place. And that was my focus 1,000%, bro. Focus, business, my company. I want to grow my business. I want to get as many accounts. Like I was laser focused on my business.
Entrepreneur, man.
I've been like that my whole life, bro.
That's dope, bro.
So then, what happened was last year on my birthday, 2024. My birthday's on November. This Puerto Rican artist hits me up randomly, bro. Galante el Emperador, and he was like, he's already like pretty established in the reggaeton. Industry, you know what I mean? He had a really good moment in his career back in 2014, 15, 16.
Okay, no wonder they sounds
like he's recording and work with like Daddy Yankee, like Jay Alvarez, Farruko, Arcángel. He has songs, videos with all of them, bro. He's already like, he was like the big thing back in 2014.
Yeah, he was doing his moves out there.
But unfortunately, because of certain reasons like that happened in Puerto Rico, he got in some trouble in Puerto Rico over some things. And unfortunately, Puerto Rico didn't allow him to fly to Puerto Rico anymore because he got in some trouble.
Fly into it.
He couldn't fly out of the country.
Wow, so he's banned from his own country.
So and him being a music artist and not be able to fly to the country, like bro, because you live out of traveling and making music.
I mean, if you're Puerto Rican, it's your own hometown or your home country. It's being like, you can't come in.
I met Galante back in 2014 because he came here. They booked him to come here to the Bay Area to perform, and I opened up the show for him. But I remember when I opened up the show for him and I met him, me and this fool just clicked, bro. We clicked and it was weird. You know what I mean? But like we became hella cool. So then like when this thing happened to Galante in Puerto Rico where he couldn't fly to the States and finally he got his life back where they were like, okay, 3 years is over. You can fly again. He called me. He was like, hey, bro, I want to go to California. I want to get out of Puerto Rico. Like, I'm not really doing much with my music right now, but I just kind of want to vent and go somewhere to see what's up. I'm like, bro, it's my birthday weekend, bro. Why don't you come for my birthday and come kick it? He was like, yeah, let's kick it, bro. I just want to go. I just want to get out of here. I don't want to do anything with nothing. I'm like, all right, bro, come through. So he came through, and then like us being like knowing each other for music, we started connecting again musically. And he was like, why don't we get back in the scene, bro? You know, I think like you got potential, I got potential, I got connections, you got connections. You feel me? Things are different now. You know, it's like, let's do it. And I was like, bro, I don't want to get back in the scene right now. I'm at a good place. I got my business. He was like, what's going to make you get back in the scene, bro? And I'm like, you know what, bro? If you let me do the remix to my favorite song that I like from you,
negotiation,
I'll get back in the scene. He was like, which song you like? I was like, bro, I love your song.
You're also a negotiator, bro.
Yeah, bro. And he was like, bro, I love your song. I guess I meant that, bro. Like, if you let me get on the remix, bro, I'll go back. Yeah. And he was like, let's do it. Dope. And I'm like, what? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'm about to be in a song that I love, like listening on my own personal playlist. Right. And I get to be in the song. Right. All right. So he went back to Puerto Rico for like a couple months, and then he's like, "What's up? We're gonna do it." I'm like, "You know what, bro? Let me book the video shoot. Let's come through. Let's record and let's do it." So he came back.
We gonna do it.
Yeah. So he came back, and keep in mind, bro. Like, Atlanta already has like a really, even though he was absent out of the music thing, he already had a huge following, bro. He already had a huge following. Like, people would still follow him. He still had loyal fans.
Yeah, well, I mean, he still has music.
They will tag his name. Like, he has so many fans that are tatted.
Well, his music didn't go nowhere. I mean,
it didn't go nowhere.
So, and if he's making timeless music, then it's like, it's going to be around, right? It's going to be around.
Yeah. So then he was like, hey, bro, I'm going to come back. I'm like, you know what, bro? And the way I was seeing it, I'm like, damn, he's about to do his comeback with my music video that I'm doing with him? That's crazy. That's major. Because I was like, he's coming back already. You know, but I'm the one producing this comeback.
And you're on the song.
Actually,
like
exactly. Yeah. So then I was like, bro, you know what? If we're gonna do this, let's do this right. So then, like, I started searching, you know, looking at YouTube people that does music videos, and I started seeing this director kept popping up, and I'm like, bro, these fool's videos are dope. And then I found him on Instagram. First, I saw him on YouTube, and I'm like, what's his name? Fine, let me see if I find him on Instagram. Found him on Instagram. And I was just like, this guy, his name is Angel, but his company is called 30 Media.
30 Media.
And I was like, bro, this fool's videos are dope, right? And I'm like, let me hit him up and see what's up. So I found him on Instagram, and I was like, hey, bro, I'm interested in possibly working on something on a music video. Can you let me know your rates? And he gave me his rates, and I'm like, bro, this is doable. I can do this. So then I was like,
this was what year?
This was
2024, right?
This was this year.
Yeah, 2024. Yeah,
2025.
2025.
Because remember, he came on my birthday in November, and he came back in January to record a song.
What?
26. Okay. So my birthday normally is on Thanksgiving. My birthday is normally on Thanksgiving, bro. So I normally, I normally get a turkey. You get a cake. You know what I mean?
Like, we spend our money on the turkey.
So then I was like, you know what, bro? Let's do this video. But then the videographer, again, when I talked to this dude and we talked, we clicked, bro. This videographer felt like I already knew him. Bro.
So it's all meant to be, bro.
Yeah.
It's all meant to be.
So I was like, hey, bro, listen. Stylo hit me up. He was like, hey, bro, I see that you're getting kind of back in the music scene. Stylo. And I'm like, Stylo, bro, you know what? I am. And honestly, it's crazy. I was going to reach out to you because I wanted to, like, see if we can work something too, because you're like my first producer I ever worked with.
Yeah.
So for me, it would only make sense to come back and make some noise with the guy that gave me a shot in the beginning. Right. So I'm like, bro, let's do it. Man. He was like, okay, let's work on something. What do you got? I'm like, you know what? I actually got an acapella, bro. Let me send it to you and make a beat. He was like, okay, send it to me. And then that's when we came out with this project called Vidarte. And I'm like, damn, bro, this is happening so quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then the director was like, how many songs you got? I'm like, I got 2 songs right now that I'm working on. He's like, so why don't we make 2 music videos? I'm like, really? He was like, yeah, we can knock it out on the weekend. Matter of fact, bro, if you do the second music video, I'll give you the second video half off.
Shit, bro.
And I was like, damn, bro, this was believing in me. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I don't know how, but I'm going to do 2 music videos on the weekend. And you were there. Aka was there. Aka let us borrow his place for the intro, the video que se meta.
Nice. Okay, yeah.
And then that's when things started taking off, bro. Because honestly, bro, like this happened very quick. Like Al que se meta, like when it got released, bro, like, and this is what we're talking about earlier. Like back in the day when I was like with Aka, like the marketing, everything was so much different. You had to like pretty much hustle yourself.
Yeah,
to, like,
you gotta be out there.
Get out there, tell people
not
like,
hey, now, yeah.
Share this. But now it's like, hey, I wanna like, you know what I mean, invest this much on YouTube. I want to invest this much on Instagram.
Now you got social media platforms.
Now there's platforms that you can invest in yourself.
Marketing and ads.
Exactly, and ads and everything.
You can work from home pretty much.
Exactly. So that's what was like, hey, bro, you know what I mean? Like, let's. So we worked on like I said, Meta, the video. I already knew like it was gonna make a huge buzz because it was Galante's also his comeback.
Yeah.
It wasn't just mine.
So he has some. Yeah. He has some weight.
So I'm like, bro, this is such a good opportunity for me to come back with someone already established, someone who already has a huge following. So all his followers are gonna see me, and I'm like, okay, cool. And like we did like se meta, and then we released the video. I was nervous. I was like, shit, what's gonna happen? You know what I mean? But yeah, bro, like se meta, it's doing pretty good right now, bro. It has like about almost 70,000 views. It's only been like a month and a half.
Not surprised, man.
You know what I mean? And Galante literally called me 2 days ago. He was like, bro, I'm about to release my second album, El Inmortal 2. Al que se metas in it. You know what I mean? And so a lot of people's waiting for his second album, and the song is in it.
Dope.
And then I was like, I wasn't trying to lose momentum. So I'm like, you know what, bro? Freddie, let's go. Olvidarte, right? I wasn't trying to lose momentum, and I'm like, you know what, bro, let's go. And then Freddie was all in, and then like I released like 3 weeks later, I released the second video, Olvidarte, and Freddie, being the smart person he is on the music business, he also helped me like do a campaign and pretty much like
they shout out to Stylo Live.
Yeah, he was very smart about it. He's the one that honestly helped me, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like Freddie was like, bro, if you really want to get back in the scene, bro, you better get your BMI straight and everything. Yeah. So he's the one that actually helped me get my BMI started. Okay. You know what I mean? Like trying to get everything straight.
Yeah. And quick question, like what keeps you going? Like, is it the results or is it just the love of the game?
Bro, honestly, bro, it's honestly both. I gotta be honest because I've never seen these results before where I wake up and I'm like, man, all these people's hitting me up, you know, following me and telling me like, hey, bro, I love what you're doing. You know, yeah, bro, like people from Peru, people from different countries, from Puerto Rico, like Chile, and they've invited me already. Like, they were like, hey, bro, how much would you charge me? We want to bring you to Chile. Yeah. How much you going to charge me to bring you to Colombia? Hey, bro, how much you want to charge me to bring you to Peru? And I'm like, damn, they already see me like I'm this huge artist.
Just off of your comeback.
Just of that.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is crazy, right? But I'm always grateful and humble because at the end of the day, bro, it's like I know how it feels just trying to be on hustle and just trying to put your name out. Exactly, bro. So exactly, bro. So then like everything started getting momentum, bro, and I'm like, damn, you know what I mean? Like I started getting a lot of following, a lot of people hitting me up, a lot of people trying to like invite me to certain things, a lot of shows that I got offered to that I turned down. And I'll be honest, it's not that I wasn't grateful for the opportunity. It's just that I felt I wanted to be ready to give a good show to the people. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, you're in a different place now that you're being more strategic in the way you're moving. So
and self-sufficient.
Yes, right. It's self-sufficient. So that kind of leads into you know, not to cut it off, but that kind of leads into what you're gonna have in December, right? We're gonna there's something there.
Yeah, we're cooking something for sure.
Yeah, right. Like
so, that's another thing. Like I said, you know, like things started building momentum. I started seeing a huge difference of support compared to back in the day when it wasn't as easy before. You know what I mean? And like I said, bro, Galante doing the feature with him was a huge boost for me because I started gaining a lot of followers and fans from other countries. Yeah, that never heard of me. The second project with Stylo was a huge boost for me because it came with a different strategy. But Stylo being the one.
Yeah, that was
the electro.
Yeah, man.
So that was dope. And then now, like, you know what I mean? Like after this happened, Freddie's last trip here that he came like about a month and a half ago, I was telling Freddie, because I was like, you know what, bro, like you're helping me so much, you know, you're developing me and you're guiding me through trying to like, you know, like take the right path to kind of keep growing. But Freddie was like, you know what I mean, bro, like I'm not here with you, but you need to have someone here to guide you still. And that's when Freddie was like, you need to work with Mike Angelo. Yeah. You need to work with Mike Angelo.
Which is, that's, you know what I mean? BQM, right?
Except BQM.
BQM, man.
And Mike Angelo has a lot of respect for Freddie. Yeah. He's always shown me that. He's always talks good about him. He's always said that's his mentor. You know what I mean? So when Mike Angelo invited me to his house, you know what I mean? To
Angelo's house. Hello.
Yeah. That's when I started connecting with Mike Angelo a lot more. And Mike Angelo, being the person he is, he's always been very supportive with everybody.
Yep.
He's been supportive 100%. With everybody that just wants to 100%. Follow their vision or accomplish their dream or follow something. You know what I mean?
He doesn't work with just anybody.
He doesn't work with anybody. And we all know, bro.
Be prepared. Yeah, you gotta be prepared, man. And it's, I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's that.
And the good thing about it too is like Mike Angelo, like even though we, you know, like we already came from like. He already knew who I was back then.
Yeah.
So for him, it wasn't hard to understand. Like, oh,
I see what you're trying. I see you. Yeah.
You know, I knew what you were doing. You know what I mean?
I think it was more of just like catching up.
Exactly, bro. So Mike Angelo he already knew where I did in the past with Alka, and he respected what we did, the impact we made during those times. You know what I mean? So I feel like when he saw that I was getting back in the scene, you know, he was like willing to like. Be like, hey, bro, if you need some support, let me know. You know what I mean? Like, I got you, bro, whatever you need. So then I was like, you know what, bro? Actually, I do need some support.
Yeah.
I do need something, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
And I need to have a team because I have everything I need to do to come out as an artist. I have everything.
Yeah.
Only missing piece that I don't have right now.
Yeah, it's important too.
Some representation.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's when I started kind of like, you know, letting him know, like, hey, bro, I wanna like work with you guys. I wanna see what we can do together because at the end of the day, bro, it's like to me, and I told this to Mike Angelo, it's not just like working with a team. It's not just working with a group of people. It's not just, but also that connection that you know that I had with him and his crew, his family, who is you guys and everyone else that's not here today. That made me feel like, bro, this is the right people I need to work with, bro, because it's not just a talent thing, bro. The talent is secondary to me right now. To me, it was more like I connected spiritually.
In the spiritual level.
Bro, you know what I mean? Like I felt like God was telling me like, hey, I'm going to put you here. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because this is the people that also, you know what I mean? It has the same vision you have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is the people that also respect the values you have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is the people that also are gonna support you. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? In una manera genuina. You know what I mean? They're not just trying to like. I don't feel like they're just trying to get a profit out of you. They're just nah, bro. This is very genuino and like. Exactly.
In the same direction.
You know what I mean? And I see it because, you know, you guys already have a pretty established artist who is Diabla, right?
Simon,
who it's an amazing person, bro, that we love very much.
Super talented.
Super talented. Her character, her personality is very real. You know what I mean? And like it's you don't find people like this every day, bro. You know what I mean? And the whole team VQM is like that. Everybody got their own personality, you know what I mean? But everybody's so real though, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like when I come around, it just feels like I'm just like a puzzle and I'm just clicking there with y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it feels like that too. Yeah, for sure.
Me personally, bro, it's like I'm grateful for the opportunity. I want to say that, you know what I mean? Like, I told Mike Angelo, hey, bro, you know what I mean? Like, I want to take this chance and opportunity to work with y'all and represent BQM, you know, as an artist, as, you know what I mean? You guys don't have to worry so much about developing me so much, but also just guide me. Guide me. Let me know what I need to do to also grow in different things, you know, because I don't know everything, bro.
Yeah.
I know what I do, but I know this is much bigger than just an artist. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's why I'm grateful, bro. And I'm honestly, bro, I wake up every day, you know, and another thing, bro, like, you know, I'm a person very spiritual, bro. You know what I mean? I believe a lot in being thankful, praying to God, and you know.
I mean, we did a prayer, and that was I'm not used to that. And when you did it, that actually signifies a lot. It's like, okay, this person is genuine, and so when you see that, you want to help. And so with this team, obviously BQM is just like, you're right. It's not just one person, it's a whole team, because we're putting in the work, because that's what it is helping each other out. So with that, so what do you have lined up?
So right now, bro, to be honest, like the way I was lining up things for my music career this year, I was trying to release singles through the year with visuals, because I love, like, you know what I mean, putting my expression out. I want people to see that I have a talent of, you know what I mean, showing something different, you know what I mean? But seeing everything that's happening, all the things that are, how things are moving right now. Yeah. I told Mike Angelo, like, hey, bro, you know what? I think I'm actually going to work on an EP. I want to work on my first EP. I've never done an album in my life. Wow. You know what I mean? So it's like, I was like, I did one with Alka, but we weren't able to release it for certain reasons. You know what I mean? But we did have an EP. We just didn't release it because we were like trying to figure out the campaign part. Yeah. But at the same time, it was the time where I was already kind of trying to take a pause. That's why we didn't move forward. But at this time, I told Mike Angelo, bro, I think I want to do my EP. And I want to do an album release party, and I want to have a nice event. You know what I mean? Yeah, like if something's gonna happen, bro, like I said, like when it comes down to showtime, bro, or performing, that's when I feel I'm in my element, because I love to perform. You guys got to remember, I was a breakdancer for 15 years. I was used to battling and performing in front of crowds. Yeah. Like that was my thing, bro. You know what I mean? So it's
like dad and your uncle.
Exactly.
And your uncle just build you, yeah.
Exactly. So the performing part is what I enjoy the most. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I'm mostly a performer. And then like I'm an artist. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because till this day, bro, honestly, I'll be real with you. I'll be in the studio and I call Alka and I'm like, hey, bro, can you sit with me and write something? Because I still, I need to develop my writing. Or I have writer friends that I work with.
You don't sound like it, bro.
I have composers.
Your music is.
I have people that writes with me. I give them ideas. They give me ideas. Yeah. My wife is a writer. She writes songs for me.
Good question. If you seen yourself as a kid, what would yourself as a kid say to the person you are now?
Honestly, bro, like that kid from Peru, seeing me today, probably wouldn't believe where I'm at today. You know what I mean? Because me coming from where I come from, bro, or like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know if you're gonna get a meal the next day. Yeah. And being where I'm at today, bro, where I can, say like, hey, my daughters have more than I could have imagined having as a kid. I wouldn't believe it, bro.
I mean, you're successful in many different
ways. I wouldn't believe it, bro. You know what I mean? But something very important to me, bro, besides like, the financial part, bro, to me is the values, the principle, bro, is more important than anything. Like, I'm grateful to have, like I said, like I have my wife and we have our kids, and we want to raise our kids the way that they understand that, you know what I mean? Like, no matter how easy life is for you today, it doesn't mean like things come easy. You know what I mean? Like, be grateful, pray. You know what I mean? Like, we teach our kids our values, bro, praying, bro, because we understand, bro, we're not where we're at today by luck. We're here because God has blessed us, bro, with an opportunity. Amen. With the talent we have. He puts us here today for a reason. You know what I mean? Right. And honestly, I'm very like, I believe in that a lot, bro. I don't think things happen for no reason. I believe, exactly. I think God has a purpose. You know what I mean? He has a purpose for me. He has a purpose for y'all. He has a purpose for the Alka. You know what I mean? So it's like, we got to take that blessing and the opportunity and like, appreciate it, bro. Yeah. Me personally, I'm here today with y'all, and I feel this is a blessing for me to be in this platform.
Same thing.
But at the same time, bro, you know what I mean? I'm going to use whatever platform I have to tell the world and the people, bro, that, God is first. You know what I mean? Be grateful. Yeah. Thank God. And you know what I mean? Like, like he's important. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't have God in your life, bro, things might not make sense most of the time. You know and
so for people out there, because I know we're in a new era, God could be anyone who you want it to be, as long as you have the faith, and there's three simple commands. It's like don't steal, don't kill, and treat your next brother or
and
sister.
Let's
like
be real.
your own.
We're not perfect.
Yeah.
Like I sin every day, bro.
Yeah.
We sin every day. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like we understand that there's a higher power. Yeah. We need to be grateful.
Yep.
We need to understand what we know we did wrong is wrong and ask for forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like at the end of the day, bro, that's really what matters, bro. It's like you accepting the fact that there's a God and that you know what I mean? Like
serve your purpose.
Serve your purpose.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, we're churching right now.
You know what I mean? So it's like honestly, bro, like I said, like, Chad. You know what I mean?
So, going, I didn't want to lose track on it, but God is always, we always have to, give that thanks because, you're right. It's without him or her, whatever it is, we have to always acknowledge it and give our thanks.
Yeah.
But moving a little bit on to your EP, because I don't think you mentioned. When do we expect for you to have that EP release party? When are you gonna have?
I'm planning, bro. Honestly, bro, I want to have my EP release, my album release party in December. At the end of the year.
End of the year. Okay.
End of the year.
So there you go.
I think it's enough time for me to prepare mentally, physically, spiritually.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's to me like that's my goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to be prepared. I want you guys to understand that. Like I also want to come and give the best image I can give to BQM.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want people to see that, hey, when JY is performing, when he's releasing his music, you know what I mean? It represents like a high quality, you know what I mean? The best quality music.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So that's right. That's why I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to prepare myself and like, take this very serious, bro, and have some discipline. Yeah. And that's why I feel like December is the right time for me to like execute and make that move.
The end of the year.
You know what I mean? Because I want to give the Bay Area and here locally, like I want them to get a taste of really what's cooking and what's happening with what we're doing. But in reality, bro, like I think 2026 is going to be the year where I'm going to take those opportunities to travel out of the States and actually show other countries that have,
So you're talking about international.
Yeah, bro.
International.
That's what it is. I mean, honestly, bro, it's already there. The opportunity's already there.
Most of the time.
I just want to like be prepared, you know what I mean? So then that way when I do start going to these other countries, like, I have something to show that it's como una carta de presentación, you know what I mean? Like you want to come ready, bro, you know what I mean? So it's like
that's good.
And we want to look good, bro, most importantly. It's not just like I said, bro, it's the music, but it's like
the culture.
It's the culture, it's the person.
Well, you got a message, and that's what I hear from your music. I mean, your music, it's you're creating music, and you said that you're a performer before an artist, but I think performing is what gets you to the artist part, right? And just hearing your voice and your music, you could tell you have fun with it.
Yeah,
that's the thing. So, again, you have 2 videos out. One is for Olvídate, and
one is for Que Se Meta remix, and I already have another music video booked for this month, August.
Okay.
And then another one for September.
So is it for that one you showed me, the other Stylo one?
Yeah. So I got Inténtalo coming out, the music video. Then I got this other music video with Stylo called Loco por Tu Amor, and then maybe I'm thinking maybe release another video before December. Like I'm trying to have maybe 3 more videos.
You're staying busy.
Yeah, I've been busy.
Yeah, so that shit shows. That shows.
So like my purpose of releasing the videos is because like I want people to kind of like see and expect what they're getting at the show.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, man, this fool is like doing this.
I mean,
doing that.
Just with those 2 videos you're showing it. I mean, for people out there, where can they find? I mean, actually, what's your handles? Where they could go and see these videos from YouTube to IG. I don't know if you have a TikTok or not.
Yeah, I have a TikTok.
But if you want to go ahead and plug that in so people could go ahead and start checking it out now.
So people, honestly, bro, everybody knows me as JY. Everybody knows me as JY. Those are my initials. Mm-hmm. I kept my artist name as my real name, Joe Yncio. Joe, Joe-E, Yncio, Yncio. The reason why I kept my birth name as my artist name, it's because my last name is so unique.
Yeah, it is.
That if you Google me,
that is your last name.
Yeah. If you Google me, Joe Yncio, I'm the only one that pops up.
Yeah, it was easy to look up your stuff, bro. Yeah, like I looked it up, it popped out right away.
If you put Joe Yncio, bro, it's like I'm the only Joe Yncio in the world.
Dope.
And obviously, but a lot of people cannot remember my last name. They're like,
that's a Peruvian.
You know, honestly, it took me a minute.
Exactly.
It took because the Y and CIO, it kind of throws you off.
It throws you off. So like,
I thought it was native.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like, a lot of people don't remember my last name, so that's why a lot of people started just calling me JY for my initials. They're like, look, bro, I can't pronounce your last name, but I'll call you JY. Yeah. And I was like, okay, that's cool. You know what I mean? I love JY.
When you went to school, how do they say your last name?
Ignacio.
I knew it.
Ignacio. Or you know what I mean? So, like that, bro.
So JY is how they can find you, or do they have to?
Nah, they have to Joe Yncio. So like, if you want to find me, you got to put Joe, and then .Yncio.
And that's on everything. That's on all platforms.
YNCIO.
Yeah. Y. So it's like it sounds like it makes sense once you think about it. It's like, oh, Ignacio. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wait. I know, because we were talking about it. No, but what I'm saying is it makes sense. No, because it took me a minute to be like, no, I gotta keep repeating it because you're right. It's like your brain doesn't let you do that.
Yeah.
So okay. So all social platforms, you can find you in that way. Your actual full name.
Yeah.
And December, once again, to recap, December is when you're hoping or you are gonna have your EP release party.
I'm gonna have my
EP okay, so there you go, for sure. And well, anything last you want to plug in before we
stay tuned, man, because we got more music videos being released before December. You know what I mean? We got at least 2 to 3 more music videos being released. Stay tuned, because you know we put a lot of content out there. You know, we want the public to be part of the process.
Yeah.
So we put all the pictures when we're in the studio. We put all the videos when we're working on anything creative. You know what I mean? Because that's what we love to do. We're also very creative at everything we're doing, and like we just want to stay people tuned in. Like I said, there's a lot of surprises, a lot of things happening. And like again, look, you know, I'm just grateful for the opportunity and the people I'm working with today. Big shout out to, like I said, BQM, who's my family today. You know what I mean? That are supporting me and backing me up. You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, honestly, all I can say is that you guys are gonna get 1,000% from me. You know what I mean? And that I expect I see a lot of great big things happening.
Yeah, I mean? Same.
I think like the December show is gonna be insane.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be crazy. You guys get to actually see me perform and really like get a crazy show. You know what I mean? And we're gonna have a lot of surprises, bro. Special guests. You know what I mean? We're gonna have Cuddy on the beat. You know what I mean?
Cuddy on the beat.
We have Mike Angelo. You know what I mean? In the house. We're gonna have Stylo Life involved with all these projects. Galante's gonna be involved, you know what I mean, and Alca's gonna be involved, so it's like Diabla's gonna be involved, so it's like
you gotta tap.
And again, bro, we're gonna be August 8th at Five Feelings album release party with Diabla. You know what I mean?
That's at the rickshaw stop, San Francisco. So you know, don't miss it. You can get the tickets at psychradio.sf.com. But thanks for shouting that out.
We're super excited, bro. Yeah, super excited really for Diabla. I think like this event is creating a lot of buzz. I see it from a lot of different directions. You know what I mean? A lot of different people talking about it. And I think it's gonna be a great event for BQM. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're excited to be part of it.
Yeah.
We're excited to be there representing BQM. You know what I mean? So it's like it's gonna be a really good. I think besides the event, I think it's also a celebration for everything that's happening today with everyone.
Exactly.
With Mike Angelo, with Diabla, with BQM, the whole crew. I think it's a celebration, bro.
Yeah, for
you know
sure,
what I mean? And I think we're all like knowing what's happening. We're getting some momentum. There's a lot of buzz. A lot of people is like looking this way, you know what I mean? And we just gotta represent, do it the right way with a positive attitude.
Hey, I'm man, well said, and that's because you said earlier on we're rocking with a good team, good solid team that is really making things happen. So again, that's August 8th at the rickshaw stop. Doors open at 8. Get your tickets at psychradiosf.com. Performances by actually Delas is going to be performing and hosting. We got also Sin Fronteras Dreams, and we also got Six from the Word, maybe from the mid, Mikey Sanaloa. But just, you know, make sure you don't miss that night or that event, because it's going to be a classic one of those. Yeah, exactly. Oh, and then also to Earth Angel, who's gonna be actually also doing a actual DJ set. So yeah, tap in. Pero con eso, gente. Thank you again for coming through. So subscribe to his YouTube, go to his IG, make sure you do that so you can stay tuned and stay up to date. Because we got a rock star in the making here. We got actually a few of them. So for the next year, BQM is gonna be hosting a few album release parties. So make sure that you tune in. You can find FIRMELAB. So all the content for FIRMELAB Podcast is going to live at the FIRMELAB.radio on IG, also on YouTube, FIRMELAB. So make sure you subscribe to that. Cuddy, you want to shout out your handles for the people?
Man, Young Cuddy, BQN, YUNGTTE_BQN on everything. I don't really be on TikTok, but I do have an account, but
low key.
Yeah.
So, pero con eso, gente, gracias for tuning in and hearing us out. And thank you once again, carnal, for coming through and sharing your story.
For sure.
Y con eso, we are out.
Man, everybody, man, expect big things for BQM. You know what I mean? So
we're out.
You know what it is.